Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Guess what I'm trying? Well, you saw it on the thumbnail. I'm trying my hand at a diamond mold. And since the cross was my very first one that I made on the X tool, I'm taking that cross and I'm going to go the next mile. I added some diamonds to this. Now, if this works and it's good, yours will not look like this. This is just a random mold housing I used. I'm going to revamp it all if I can get this to look just as beautiful as the diamond ones we're making now. I'm also probably going to add diamonds to the edges so we don't have that edge. I don't know. This is a first try. I don't have them for sale yet. Well, I don't know. By the time this video goes out, I'm not sure. Check the description and you will know before I know. So if I can get this right and beautiful, we're going to start selling some diamond mold, you guys. I'm not going to copy people's I'm going to just make my own, like I just made the cross. So what I want to do is compare. So I got this one out. This is the other diamond mold. We all know where they come from, and we all love their diamond molds. So theirs are a little different. They're using different gemstones and whatever. But what I want to do, I'm going to test them side by side and see if mine are just as sparkly as theirs are. And I pulled out 3 colors so I don't have to pour them a couple different ways. I'm just going to graduate the colors on both of them. So I'm going to make this one twice because I only have the one side, and then this one once. So I've got pearl white, blue, and royal blue, and these are the new ones that I received in the mail from Bonita. So thank you, Bonita. I'm trying a few more colors. I'm just going to mix up some resin. I'll probably have some extra. I'm not sure how much to mix. I didn't really go back and watch my videos. I think this one holds 4. This one might hold 2, 3, I don't know. I'm just going to mix up 7 or 8, probably 8, and we'll split the colors, get them poured. I'm so excited if this works. It opens up a whole new opportunity for you guys. Let's go ahead and mix up the colors before we put them in the vacuum chamber. So the smallest one, I didn't measure mixing or splitting them. I just kind of split it, and it is what it is. But the least amount, I'm going to use this pearl white, which I thought I opened. Maybe I didn't open it correctly. They come with these cool little stabbing things. So you don't have to, oh, there we go. So you don't have to grab a thumbtack or anything. For this brand, they came with like 4 or 5 of those little stabbers in there, so that was nice. I like that better than the thumbtacks. Just gonna do just barely white but pearlescent, just so we can see what it looks like in there. And we're gradient the colors because I love blue, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're going to do light blue and dark blue, kind of like ocean theme, but not. No sand, no extra frillies today. They're probably going to be extras anyway, so I just want to see how sparkly I got that mold and what I would have to do to change it, if anything. So that's... light. It's kind of light for how thin that's going to be, so I'm going to add a few more drips. The thinner it is, you're not going to get the color that's in your cup. It will be much lighter. You could test it on a paper towel if you want to, but you could see on the stick it's much lighter. But that's okay, even if it's clear. We just did the clear the other day and those came out gorgeous, so I'm not afraid to do clear. I just like color. Get this one mixed up, and then we're going to get all these bubbles out. Not the best cups for mixing colors into. Really need to get my other cups that I used to have. I just always forget when I'm at the store to grab some more. These ones have ridges on the side and gets all that ink or powders trapped in there. Okay, that looks good. Let me get these bubbles out and we're going to pour. Are you ready to pour? I think I'll start with the top, hoping it gets into all those little crevices without an issue. Let's get here. I do want to pour both of them at the same time so I don't run out of one. And then the light blue. I did pull my heat gun out just in case I want to like push it around. And again, I might have extra. I'm sure I'll have extra. I didn't know how much to do. So I can fill this one up a little bit more. So I'm just going to start here and do a little at a time. And then here, this one, that one's full. I can't do anything else in there. Spray some alcohol on it. You know, I don't know that I need the heat gun. Oh gosh, I do have extra. I will try to get this one combined a little bit more. I'm losing some of my dark blue. I think I could put a little more dark blue in here. Not quite sure how high to fill this one yet. Just kind of combine them together. Hopefully it'll kind of do its own thing as well. Now the back, if this comes out pretty, I think like for the back of the notebook, I'll probably just do a solid color. But if this doesn't come out that good, then I'll probably try it again. But I don't know, we'll see. All right, so let me find something to do with this extra. And yeah, BRB. Well, guys, it's time. Everything's cured. I had enough for 2 good extras. My flower and then this leaf I have not done forever. This is an into resin mold. So that should be pretty. Let's get the flower out, see if my mold is still making them shiny. I have like 4 of these I used. Yeah, still making it shiny. I must have used these so many times. So there's that. I'll probably make that into either a keychain or a magnet. I'll trim and fill the back and then figure out what I'm going to make out of there. Let's do this one. This one I have not done since the fall. It is really pretty. I need to do this more often in other colors. So give me some ideas so how I could do this mold. It didn't fill all the way completely up, and there's one bubble right there. But look at that. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. That is so pretty. The colors were gradient perfectly. See a backing. I love that. That is so pretty. Okay, let's hope mine's like that. All right, we'll do theirs first because we all know it's going to be gorgeous, like always. And I need to pour this one again. And there it is. Gorgeous as always. They have a lot of facets on theirs. Okay, the moment of truth. Like I said, I'm not done with this. This is just a trial piece. This is not the one I'll be selling. If it works. Oh my gosh, is it gonna work? Yes. Those pieces in the center are much more sparkly, but they are comparable. What do you think? Can you tell with the glare? These have much more, but the ones that I do have on here are pretty good. And this, I wish that would have like mixed a little bit better. Let's look at it on the bottom. What do you think of the coloring? I think maybe I'll fill this all up with gemstones and not have that. I don't know. Give me your thoughts. Because like I said, I'm not completely done with this one. I'm just playing around. Huh. Not too bad for a first try. Okay, so what I'm going to do is mix this up. I'll figure out what colors, and I can't remember what it needs, maybe 3 ounces. Let me figure out a color. We'll get that poured and cured, and we'll put this little notebook together. This is gonna have to be the bottom, and because I want the white on the bottom. So I wonder if I have to pour it this way. I don't know, I'll figure it all out. Before I mix up the resin, I want to show you guys how I fix my trim lines. So I trimmed around the edges of everything, and of course you get that really terrible looking matte finish as well. This one is way worse than the cross. I barely had any trimming to do on the cross, but see all that line? You don't want to sell pieces like that. So I'm going to show you how I fix them. On the cross, I just have these 2 corners. That was it. So I do take UV resin, tiny little bit. We'll do this one. This one I'm just going to fill the whole back. Normally I do that with this because I usually make them into keychains, and I want the back to look just as nice as the front if possible. So then I just spread it and kind of top coat it, and that makes that all disappear. I won't do that on the leaf, but I will do that on here. And then I'll just stick it under the UV light and cure it. Pretty much the same thing for everything, except you have to be a little more careful when you do the edges. So I'm just going to take a little bit. You can just do a section at a time if you need to. I'm going to take my little scribe and just touch them up. Go over all those little edges. You could even use your finger. I don't really want to use my finger on this one because I don't want to spread it on the back part of this leaf. I'm just trying to keep it on the edges here. But if you only had to do like this edge, you can take a little dab of finger and just wipe it on the edge. I'm just trying to be a little bit more careful because this one will probably end up on eBay, and I want it to be as good as I can get it. So that's how I do that. So I'm just going to go around all these little edges and cure it as you need to. I'm going to do a little bit more before I throw it under the light. But if you use high viscosity, then it won't move as fast as the hard type. Then you can do a little bit more before you stick it under the light. So that'll just clean that edge up, look a little bit nicer, and then you can sell them feeling a little bit better. So I'm just going to cure those. Do this on the cross, just a tiny little bit. This one, maybe I'll use my finger. I don't have very much to do on this one. You could just kind of wipe it on there. Keep it on the back. Just wipe it around that little edge. And then cure it. So that shined it up. Yes, there's a little smudge marks on there. So take a little alcohol or a little swab or something. You can clean it up before you stick it under the light. Get all that off because I only needed the edge. So there's different ways you could do it. I'm sure you guys have your favorite way, but if you're new to resin, those are a couple of ways you can fix your little scraped edges. And I chose the dark blue color. Of course I did. I'm just draining this in there so I don't waste anything. I mixed up 3 ounces. I didn't really measure how much this one held on this particular day. So I just did 3 ounces, and I'm not going to complain if we have extras. So we'll have a nice little notebook out of this trial today. It's actually more like the light color. Maybe I mixed up the wrong one. I thought I was mixing up the dark one. I think I'm wrong. Get this here. Yeah, it doesn't take 3. Probably took 2. These molds can be very deceiving. Let me see what I got left. Yeah, I got I have just over 1 ounce left. So this takes about 2 ounces. Interesting. There are some bubbles in there I need to get off the bottom. Yeah, I must have mixed up the lighter color. I thought for sure I mixed up the darker color. That's okay. No big deal. I'm just gonna go around the edge because those are a bunch of little gems over there I want to get filled with resin there. Okay. Now this is the 4-hour fast cure, so it won't take too long, especially with the heat mat, to get this cured, and we'll be able to put everything together. Let me find something for that extra, and we are good to go. Okay, got everything done. So I just made a couple more keychains with the leftover resin. Added a few charms, so I have 3 of these keychains. And it was the dark blue that I mixed up, which didn't look like it was dark blue, but it was the dark blue because they're all the same. So those are some beautiful little flower keychains. I just added like dragonflies and flowers and little other charms on there. And I finished all the backs the same way that I showed you. This was a happy accident. So I made this pendant. I took my drill out and drilled the hole, and my hand moved and the drill moved and the hole was wrong. So I could have thrown it in the garbage, and then I'm like, wonder if I cover it with a rhinestone and then put the flat back bail on the back. Got to straighten that out. And it actually looks pretty decent. So not only does that cover what I was trying to hide, because you could see through the transparent and you could see the bail. So I covered that, and now I don't need the pinch bail, to not use that one. So I don't know. What do you think? Not too bad of a save, huh? And I did finish this up. This is the front. I had to put the white on the top because that's the way I poured it. Unfortunately, I wanted it the other way, but no big deal. And then here's the back. Super pretty. And I just added the rings. You could buy these on Amazon, and the paper. And then these came with it. So I put the little file thingies in there, separators. So there's the little notebook. So cute. So that is it, you guys. Tell me what you think. Give me your thoughts on the mold. Give me your input. I'm happy to take it and run with it and see where this is going to take us. So stick around for those pictures. Thanks for joining me today. I'm glad I got to share this exciting news with you. Well, we'll see if I can perfect it first. And then, yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys all have a blessed day. Bye, everyone.